So where's it come about? How's it come about, Fidget House?
It was coined sort of about 2-3 years ago by Switch and Jesse Rose.
Right.
And that basically, they're just having a bit of fun with music, trying to make a new style of music, but using old elements.
Right, yeah.
So,
you can hear that in your music, it's like like wobbly bass lines, rough bass lines, but the beats are they're not as funky as like funky house would be.
Exactly.
Very straight, but the bass lines are very raw and deep. So is that, as far as like producing as well, production, is that taking you different ways in that genre?
Of course,
yeah, definitely, because you can throw in elements from old school, break beats, all sorts of stuff. You know, I mean, there's tracks going around at the moment with 20s cuts in them and stuff like that.
Right,
and it's just, you can basically just throw anything in you like and mix it up and just have fun with it.
So let's talk a bit more about Fidget House itself. Did you get many collabs? Many people from different genres interested in?
Thing is with Fidget, like a lot of the DJs and producers involved have actually crossed over from the genres anyway.
Such as garage, dubstep,
and techno and stuff,
Yeah, so...
Like the biggest names in the scene really come from Horlicks and techno.
Yeah, exactly.
Backgrounds.
But do you feel like the people that have moved from them backgrounds, the backgrounds that they've moved from have become stagnant?
Kind of, yeah. And it helps because they can bring elements from like the breakbeat genre, they can bring those elements in, or the hard dance genre, they can bring all those elements in. So it helps them stand out as a producer and give something slightly different.
So what sort of software, production-wise, did you get involved using first?
We're both using Logic.
Logic 8, yeah.
Right, so you just went straight into Logic,
yeah,
Logic, and that was that.
That was that.
It's
Can't be bothered
brilliant
with all
program,
this,
isn't it?
New school kids are able to do all that.
Oh no, don't get me started. Don't get me started. So what about outboards? Have you ever used like Akai samplers or?
I've got a Virus Snow.
Right.
But the rest of the stuff, it's just all MIDI keyboards and
So
stuff.
with Fidget House and dirty electro, it's very synthetic anyway. So you imagine to get them sort of sounds. It's very digital as well, I suppose.
Yeah.
So you don't need much hardware. You can have hardware, you can get Moog or whatever, but you don't need it. You can just produce the same kind of sounds. It's just a bit warmer when you use like the hardware soft synthesizer and stuff.
So let's talk a bit about the touring and taking that elsewhere. How has been received Fidget House, dirty electro in other countries?
Yeah.
It was just off the hook.
You don't realise. You don't realise just how big it is until you get over there and you drop one of your own tunes and stuff, and there's people like singing along and going mental. I mean, in Wellington, we had the decks on a wobbly table, and it wasn't too wobbly, but then all of a sudden the crowd were pushing forward and trying to knock it over.
Wow.
There were roadblocks outside, riots, people couldn't get in. There were just like so many people. It was brilliant.